Nuisance IRL streamer. We seem to be getting more and more of them. They remind me of ants infesting my home. No matter how many of them I get rid of, there always seems to be more coming out of somewhere. And the most infamous of all the nuisance streamer out there, the queen of all the ants if you will, is probably Johnny Somali. I am not sure if this is the fame, if you could even call it fame, that he is seeking. But I'm very sure that all this fame that he's gotten will have vanished the moment he gets out of prison. And oh yes, for those of you who don't know, Johnny Somali is currently facing jail time in South Korea. A very long one too, for harassing local residents, businesses, and also even tourists. And why did he do all of that? For content. Now let's look at some other examples of nuisance IRL streamers. We have Vitaly, different country, but same problem. Goes to the Philippines, harasses local residents, businesses, now in jail for more than 20 years. Now, if he comes to Singapore and pulls this shit, fuck around in Singapore or Malaysia, and you'll find out. Malaysians don't mess around too. Singaporean men have mandatory 2 years national service or army training. Basic rule of thumb, don't bother trying these stunts in Southeast Asia countries, or anywhere for that matter. Just don't. Vitaly even had the audacity to bring up his charity work while being confronted and banned from Kick.
There's a content creator named Atozi.
No, I don't know who that is.
He just did a video on you 5 hours ago.
Saying what?
Saying that you were harassing people here in the Philippines.
Yeah, and what about me donating over $20,000 in the last 2 days?
I hate it when people use their charity work as an authorization for them to do or say whatever they want. You think charity work is a get out of jail free card? So what if you do charity work? Here's what I think. Anyone doing charity work is not doing it sincerely if they have to bring it up when being confronted with a situation. For example, why are you mistreating people? I don't mistreat people, I do charity work. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you harassing people? I'm not harassing people, I do charity work. Now, I have seen quite a few people who think they're high and mighty because of their charity work. And not only on the internet, but in my own life as well, and just ticks me off. But let me make it clear, I do not think making content from doing charity work is bad. If anyone sincerely wants to help the less fortunate and make content out of it, by all means, go ahead. I even think it's a good cycle, you know, charity work, content, revenue, back to charity work, you know, and then the content machine keeps spinning. It's a good cycle. But just don't think you're immune to consequences from your other actions just because you do charity work and you feel the need to bring it up every time you're being called out for all the horrible things that you did. Jack Doherty, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, harasses people using his bodyguard in the US.
What? Little bro, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, bro? Yeah. Yeah.
Crashed his car while live streaming. Banned from Kick, unbanned from Kick, then banned from Kick again. Life ruined. Kick does really seem like a breeding ground for nuisance streamers, huh? They have an infestation problem there that needs to be controlled. Simon BTH records himself walking around with a boombox playing loud music in Japan. Goes into a train to dance with loud music, but left Japan before things could get any worse. There are so many more people like them. What's their goal? Clout and content. Their brand and content is built off of notoriety. Now, whether people watch this content because they like it or because they hate it, because there are people who hate watch, these nuisance streamers are getting what they want. Clout. What comes with clout? Say it together with me, boys and girls. Money! But of course, clout and money produced through notoriety will not last. They're all temporary. Luck will eventually run out for them. Especially now that every country has realized that these streamers are a huge problem. It will be a lot harder to do content like this now, but do you know what this means? It means whichever nuisance streamers that pulls it off making videos like this will get even more views and clout now because of how difficult it is to do it. It's a very unfortunate cycle. Not like the charity work cycle, this cycle is another type of cycle. Governments can broadcast to the whole world. Nuisance streamers, you risk getting jailed if you come to our country and do this. Guess what's in the nuisance streamer's mind? Bring it on, baby. Ooh, mama, I'm gonna get so much more views now if I go there and be an asshole.
Doing that. I keep doing that, man.
Wow.
Why? You want a clown? You want a what? 在所有ことができないですよ。
Allah Akbar! Allah
う
Akbar!
るさい、うるさい。あなた帰れ。
これさいこれさいこれさい
帰れ。
これさい
国帰れ。広島が何回も言ってた。その価値がお前たちが。
So, what is the proper solution here? Not giving chances to these streamers is one of them. You catch these nuisance streamers, you make sure they serve the harshest sentence available. But how do we completely stop this vicious cycle? Telling people to stop watching the videos is impossible. I believe that the majority of people go to their channel, watch their content to tell them to stop or to hate on them. But that is only giving them more clicks and views, which equals to payday. Who has the power to stop them? The platforms hosting them, of course. YouTube and TikTok, for example. If their creator creates nuisance content and gets reported, platforms should immediately investigate the content, and if found to be troublesome or problematic content, they should immediately remove the content. But just removing their content is not enough. What else should be done? Here is the next step. Whatever revenue that they generated from their nuisance content should also be confiscated. The only way nuisance streamers will stop is if they don't make any money, because trying to make them understand what is harassment would be impossible. Leaving threats in their DMs and comment sections, telling them to quit it, will never stop them from making contents like this, because they simply don't care that they're harassing people and causing trouble. Only that they're making bank and getting clout. If they're not making any money off it, then they'll think it's not worth their time. Wait, how can we confiscate the revenue if it's already been paid out? I understand investigation takes time. Well then, consider the revenues as sort of like an advance in their salaries. They have to be paid back from their next paycheck. But what if they only do nuisance content? Isn't that obvious? Just fire their ass. Ban their channel. Whichever platform they go to next, immediately ban their channel too. Unless they're truly reformed. But the moment they go back to their old ways, ban their channel again. I sincerely believe this is the only way to deter them. Confiscating their revenue from their nuisance content. Now, who gets to keep the confiscated revenue is another topic of discussion, one problem at a time. So, to all the nuisance streamers out there, you can still pivot your content before it's too late. Your luck will eventually run out if it hasn't already. Just look at the rest of your species here. I consider myself lucky that I got my current job, and I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about my other full-time job. But with this, what seems like an unfixable injury, I don't know what's gonna happen to me. My company won't give me forever to heal my injury. They will eventually let me go if I can't perform my task anymore. That's just how the world works. Things can change very quickly with one mistake. Just like you guys. But you guys have already made a ton of mistakes. Your platforms might let you continue your shenanigans for as long as they can keep quiet. The moment the platform has no choice because you've overdone it, they will let you go. They have a bajillion other content creators making money for them. They don't need you. They don't need your content. And just like me, let's face it, pun completely intended, I am not the face of my company, and neither are you the face of your platform. They will cut you loose when you can no longer provide, or the only thing that you're providing is content that is making too many unneeded noise or headlines for the platform. If you've made it to the end of the video, I hope I've earned your like and sub. Also, let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with the video. What do you think of confiscating the revenue from nuisance content? Lastly, enjoy your vacation to whichever country you're visiting or you're going to visit, but please don't harass people or businesses. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.